The top 5 Jordan sneakers of all time. Number 5. The Air Jordan 1. Nearly 40 years ago, 21-year-old NBA rookie Michael Jordan would take the first steps to help reshape a company now worth more than $150 billion and create an entire culture centered upon sneakers. On November 17, 1984, Michael Jordan took to the court for the first time wearing the Nike Air Jordan 1 sneakers. It was just his 11th game as a professional player, and he'd already defied convention by not only getting a shoe to call his own, but a contract that surpassed even the most long-established of stars still in the NBA. Bestowing such honors to such a young player, no matter how dazzling and gravity-defying, marked a huge risk for Nike, which was still a relatively small player in the sportswear industry. By the time Jordan's Rookie of the Year season concluded, his shoe had already generated millions of dollars in sales for Nike while cementing a star power that would only continue to grow. Purchasing a pair of Air Jordan 1s marked the first opportunity to be like Mike, a desire that's endured to this day to help turn Nike into one of the most valuable brands in the world and turn sneakers from practical, purpose-driven footwear into collectibles that are treated like art not only for their cultural value, but for being potential investments as well. With more than 1,000 different versions of the sneaker having released to date, not to mention many more successors, spin-offs, and other tangible items out there among its effects, it's far from hyperbole to say that the Air Jordan 1 is the most iconic sneaker ever made. Number 4. The Air Jordan 3. The Air Jordan 3 is the go-to mid-cut choice and the first Jordans designed by Tinker Hatfield. The Air Jordan 3 signified the start of an era for Nike and the Jordan brand. There is just something timeless about the Air Jordan 3 that makes it the go-to choice for those looking for something mid-cut. These legendary kicks are the first Jordans designed by world-famous sneaker designer Tinker Hatfield. The Air Jordan 3 was created in 1988, during a time of transition between the retro and the modern, as seen in its design elements with its exposed air bubble design showcasing the Nike Air unit, self-lacing system, and chunkier silhouette. They were the first Jordans to feature the Jumpman logo on the tongue, which has now become an icon in pop culture, making them extremely significant in Jordan history. Following its predecessor, the sneaker did away with the large swoosh on the side and opted for the Nike Air logo on its heel instead. But one of the features that really made these shoes so iconic was its grey elephant hide-like print found on its uppers. The Air Jordan 3 retailed for $100 back when they first released, which was pretty hefty for its time. But it was worth the price and certainly lived up to its hype. The Air Jordan 3 is one of the most sought-after and recognizable releases of Jordan brand today. Number 3. The Air Jordan 4. In 1989, the Air Jordan 4, the second Jordan model from legendary Nike designer Tinker Hatfield, debuted in 4 OG colorways. Combining striking aesthetics with unique performance-enhancing features, Jordan 4s stood out for their triangular support wings and breathable overmolded mesh paneling. The eye-catching design rocketed to instant popularity, bolstered by standout moments on and off the court. His airness famously hit the shot over Craig Ello sporting Jordan 4s, and the shoe makes a memorable appearance in Spike Lee's seminal 1989 film Do the Right Thing. Thanks to its perennial popularity, the Air Jordan 4 has inspired many innovative retros, collabs, and special editions. Read on to discover our favorite iterations of the iconic shoe. Originally released in 1989 as one of the first colorways, the Air Jordan 4 White Cement is one of the most iconic pairs in basketball. Its famous cameo in Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing brought the Jordan brand's first global release to the mainstream of entertainment as well as sports. Given its significance, the Air Jordan 4 White Cement has earned multiple retros throughout the years. The Air Jordan 4 roared into the market that same year, marking the first ever global release of an Air Jordan sneaker. Despite the initial mixed response and steep price tag, $110 was $10 more expensive than its predecessors, the winged Jordan soon soared to unimaginable heights. This time, performance took center stage. Introducing the synthetic leather Durabuck to the line, Hatfield's performance-oriented material was a more lightweight option designed to be durable for high-octane endeavors. Fortunately for Nike, Durabuck was also more cost-effective and animal-friendly than similar material counterparts. The Air Jordan 4 also added a mold layer of urethane-coated mesh, manufactured by dipping the mesh in soft plastic and blasting air through to clear it out, with the central aim of making it more breathable. The most salient design choice, however, was undoubtedly the legendary wings, allowing the wearer to customize their Jordans with 18 different lacing options. Number 2. The Air Jordan 6. The Air Jordan 6 released in 1991 at a retail price of $125. The 6 was available in 5 colorways, including the 2 famous infrared accented versions in white and black, the carmine colorway in a bold red and white color block, and the somewhat lesser-known sport blue and maroon looks. The Air Jordan 6 is another classic sneaker designed by Tinker Hatfield, continuing his impressive streak of Air Jordans, and pretty much all of Nike's best shoes in the mid to late 80s, for his 4th heralded model with Michael. No specific inspiration for the 6 has ever been stated by Tinker, but it does feature a heel tab inspired by the rear spoiler of sports cars, the first of many references to automobiles in the Air Jordan line. With all of the achievements Michael Jordan racked up while wearing the shoe, the question shouldn't be what he did in the Air Jordan 6 but what he didn't do. In the regular season, Michael took home the league's scoring title with 31.5 points per game, first team spots on the All-NBA and All-Defensive teams, and above all, MVP honors. Things got even more serious in the postseason when MJ switched to the black infrared colorway of the 6, as he led the Bulls to the championship and grabbed the Finals MVP award after outdueling Magic Johnson and the Lakers. As the shoe Michael won his first championship in, the 6 is one of the most historically significant of all Air Jordan models in relation to his storied career. Number 1. The Air Jordan 11. Aesthetically, the 11 could be considered a black sheep in the Jordan lineage. It lacks the articulated blocking of the 1 and the 3, nor does it have the technical detailing of the 4 and the 5. In fact, the 11's non-traditional look largely comes down to one factor: its shiny, wraparound patent leather upper. In spite of this, the 11 is one of the most globally appreciated and collectible sneakers in the Jumpman canon, and it happens to be Michael Jordan's favorite model. Despite its offbeat lines and, arguably, garish material upper, the 11 packs the same if not more sellout ability as the 1, 3, 4, or 5, and the 11s that drop each holiday season are what we wait for all year long. But what makes the 11 so coveted? Is it the undulating lines of the upper? The technology? The man who wore them? Looking back, it was definitely a combination of never-before-seen design combined with the perfect storm of MJ mania, and one of the greatest seasons ever put together by a professional franchise. Aside from the 1 and 3, no other Air Jordan model comes close to the hype of the 11. No other sneaker stands out in terms of hype and demand like the 11 does, and Jordan Brand has done a great job of keeping that hype going for the past 25 years. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like, share and subscribe button. Also don't forget to leave a comment and tell us which Jordan sneakers are your favorite.